one. Welcome to StockMarketFunding.com, SMF Street, the darling on the street, human genome, stock institutional changes. What does that mean? We're going to let Brian Plain talk about what has been going on of late and what some of the filings were. Take it over, Mr. Plain.
Yes, sir. One of the things that I was looking for the other day was some of these SEC filings that have been really hitting the wire pretty hard on HGSI. One notable one that I thought was very interesting was George Soros and how he added 253,500 shares. I was noticing the prices at which he actually purchased the equity were between $23.60 and $29.70, and that's a $6.19 range. So we don't really know. It looks like he was buying a lot of those down towards the bottom area there around 25.67, which we're currently trading above. So, he feels that's a fair price. We also saw one of the biggest notable changes was this SAC Capital, Steve Cohen's hedge fund group there. They really added to their positions, adding 4.2 million shares, more than doubling their current stake. Fidelity Management Research Company, the primary owner in that is the Fidelity Growth Fund manager. He couldn't get enough, added another 87,500 shares. And we saw a Loomis Sales Company reduce their position slightly by about 105,000 shares.
Well, would it be safe to say that StockMarketFunding.com has been covering human genome since 1998, has been trading it? Would it also be safe to say that Genzyme was bought out today by Sanventis for $74 a share? Would it be safe to say that after a long decade or longer in the biotech area, is that it takes 10 to 15 years to get one of these drugs to the market? The thing about the human genome sciences is that we've seen increased buying of late because there's going to be a March 10th FDA yay or nay, and we believe, as we always have through our work, we have been in this name longer than most of these people here. And these are your big fund managers on Wall Street. SMF, in its research department and its due diligence department and every department that we work in, to come to conclusions that HGSI is going to be the next biggest thing in biotech. Over the period of 2011, 12, 13, and that with the big buyout in the biotech industry today on Genzyme at $74 a share, that is a huge thing. That deal was worth $20.1 billion because it was. And that is the second largest biotech buyout in history. And the company that bought them just so happens to be out of France, I believe. So the French are wanting to get involved. And they bought GENZ is the symbol, Genzyme. And Genzyme probably employs about 4,000 people in the Cambridge, Boston area. So therefore, what we're looking at in human genome sciences is you don't start big money. Doesn't start adding to positions. I mean, look at here, Fidelity Management Research. They own 28,311,059 shares. And SAC Capital, they already owned a lot. But they increased it by 199 million. Well, guess what? Good things happen for a reason. And lupus has not had a care in 50 years. And this company right here has been long overdue for its rewards to humanity. And on March 10th, on or before, we're going to move this little darling. GlaxoSmithKline's involved. This one's moving up in the rank. It's going to move up in the rank in the top biotech holdings. People around the world are wanting to own the name. George Soros He added 253,000 shares. That's still a lot. So basically, that is a Human Genome Science update. We also have something on stockmarketfunding.com. Yesterday's update, they gave their investor conference presentation. I believe there'll be another one tomorrow. I also believe that M&A activity, buyout activity in the biotech sector is going to be huge. One of the things that we'd like to highlight also here is that Human Genome is trading right now at $26.30 by $26.39. Closing price is $25.99. Stock had a great move yesterday off of $25.11 up to that $25.99 handle. That's called a bottom up trade. The ones that say NA in here are the ones that have already been bought out. Genzyme, Celgene director bought 10,000 shares yesterday, just so people know. The biotechnology, here's the BTK.X. What we have in here is taking this company right there. Human Genome Sciences is going to be one of the bigger players. Dendreon made it to there. However, Dendreon's a one-trick pony to the Provogene. Where HGS Technologies in medicine are going to pioneer the way. And they're going to be involved with a lot of other large cap biotech stocks to pioneer the way as we understand medicine the way that it was in the 20th century. But guess what? There's a huge change in the 21st century. And there's lots of new things on the horizon. And they're going to get their day because they deserve it. And their market cap is going to go higher. They've done everything right. We have been covering it since the middle of 2010 very heavily. We have all of that data on stockmarketfunding.com, MMTs. So basically what we're trying to tell you is if you're looking in this kind of sector, you got to look at what was once the little small cap companies surviving over the years, that they're moving up in the ranks, and that's Human Genome Sciences.